Unlock your phone right now. Scroll through your camera roll. What's actually in there? Be honest, 50 selfies, photos of that mediocre lunch, or is it basically a shrine of one creature who isn't even human? Yeah, we know. We're out here buying designer harnesses, throwing birthday parties, and genuinely answering parental questions like this to people. Kids? Nah, I have my dog. Some people think it's ridiculous. They laugh. They think we're just playing pretend. But here's the thing. We're not. When you look at your pet and feel that overwhelming rush of love, your brain is literally releasing the same chemicals it would if you were staring at your own child. We're not just pet owners anymore. We're parents to a different species. And today we're breaking down exactly why. Let's start with the hardest truth about real parenting. Your job is to make them leave you. Let me explain how. You teach them to walk so they can walk away. You teach them to talk so they can eventually argue with you. You spend 18 years preparing them to not need you anymore. That's brutal, right? But a pet? A pet is the child that stays. They'll never move out for college. They'll never get married and stop calling. They stay in that needy toddler phase forever. They always need you. They always want you around. And for people terrified of abandonment or people who need to feel needed, this is literally the perfect solution. It's a relationship frozen in time, safe, predictable, protected from the pain of growing apart. Ever felt that weird urge to squeeze your pet's face because they're too cute? That's called cute aggression, and your brain's basically short-circuiting from an overdose of love. Here's why. Humans are biologically programmed to protect babies. Evolution built us that way. Big eyes, round face, small nose, clumsy movements. You must keep it alive. Dogs, cats, rabbits, they're literally engineered to stay in permanent baby mode. They never grow out of it. When you look into your pet's eyes, your brain releases oxytocin, the exact same bonding hormone that connects a mother to her newborn. We're not talking metaphors here. Brain scans show nearly identical chemical signatures. So when you call yourself a parent to your pet, you're not role-playing. You're describing actual chemistry happening in your blood. Your brain decided you're a parent. That's real. Human relationships are complicated. Kids grow up, they talk back, they judge your decisions, they move away and forget to call. Parenting human children is basically a 18-year lesson in letting go. But pet parenting? That's the opposite. It's holding on. Your pet will never become a moody teenager. They'll never criticize your life choices. They'll never leave and create distance. They offer something human kids can't, unconditional love without the risk of rejection. If you've experienced abandonment or find human relationships exhausting, a pet is basically the antidote. It's the honeymoon phase of parenting that never ends. Pure nurturing without the pain of separation. You're not running from reality. You're finding a safe harbor, a bond that time and maturity can't break. A child who will need you, love you, and stay with you until the end. When you come home, you don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to apologize for being tired or sad. They just want you, exactly as you are. Maybe people judged you before. Maybe society still does. But your dog, your cat, they think you're a god. And that changes everything. Here's what people get wrong. They think pet parents are sad people filling a void, crazy cat ladies, couples who couldn't have kids. That's lazy thinking. But the truth? Pet parents are usually high-capacity nurturers. You've got extra caregiving energy. You're the one in your friend group making sure everyone got home safe. You remember birthdays, you worry, you care deeply. For younger generations, this is even more important. The world is expensive. Houses are unaffordable. The traditional family path feels impossible. But that nurturing instinct doesn't just disappear. It needs somewhere to go. Your pet isn't a replacement. They're an alternative. They let you be a caregiver without the crushing financial weight of modern life. They're the lighter version of parenthood that actually fits your life. And that's valid. That's chosen family. And it's just as real as blood family. But there's a deeper layer here, and it's about control. Raising humans is messy. You can do everything right and things still go wrong. They make their own choices. But a pet? You control almost everything. What they eat, where they go, who they see. For people whose lives feel chaotic or scary, a pet becomes the one thing you can master. You see this in owners obsessed with the perfect diet or strict schedules. They're channeling their anxiety into something they can actually control. It feels good to create one small world where everything is perfect, where you can keep one living thing safe and happy when everything else is falling apart. Not all of you are doing this for the same reason. Let's break it down the types of parents. First, the guardian. You're the anxious protector. You don't trust the dog walker. You have cameras. You worry about every sniffle. You treat them like a child because you know how fragile life is. Your love is fierce and all-consuming. Second, the soulmate. You don't just care for them. You talk to them like they understand. You'd rather spend Friday night with your dog than go out. You're seeking deep, emotional connection. Your pet lets you take off the mask you wear for everyone else. You're probably an introvert who values quiet connection over surface-level noise. Third, the redeemer. You rescued them. They were broken, scared, or sick, and you fixed them. By saving them, you're healing a part of yourself. Every act of kindness proves the world can be good. Here's the most powerful part. As you heal them, they heal you. The way you talk to your pet, like, "You're so smart. You're so good. Look at you." Now, is that how your parents talk to you? If not, you're reparenting. You're giving this animal the love and safety you wished you had. Every toy you buy heals a little part of you that didn't get enough toys. Every time you hold them during a thunderstorm, you're healing the part of yourself that was left alone in the dark. You're proving you can be a good, protective parent. You're breaking the cycle of pain. That's not weird. That's healing. When a pet parent loses their baby, society says, "Get over it. It was just a dog." But your brain doesn't agree. You've lost your primary source of oxytocin. You've lost your daily routine. You've lost the creature that depended on you for everything. This pain is called disenfranchised grief. Grief society doesn't respect, and that makes it even harder to heal. If you treat your pet like a child, you need to know your pain is valid. You're losing a family member. You're losing the only witness to your private life. The silence hurts. We're living through a moment where the definition of family is completely expanding. For thousands of years, family meant survival and blood. Today, family means connection. If you treat your pet like your child, you're a pioneer of a new emotional landscape. You're proving that biology doesn't define family. Love does. A soul is a soul, regardless of the body it comes in. There's profound spiritual maturity in looking at a creature that can't speak, that looks nothing like you, and saying, "You are mine, I am yours." So if you call your dog your son or your cat your daughter, don't let anyone make you feel stupid. You're simply someone with a lot of love to give, and you found the safest, purest place to put it. You chose a relationship free of lies, free of judgment, free of human ego. You became a guardian to a soul that cannot speak. And they gave you a love that needs no words. Buy the sweater, cook the special meal, talk in that silly voice. In a world this hard and this cold, loving something with your whole heart is never a mistake. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, if you have a fur baby who saved your life just by being there, hit that like and subscribe button. Let's show the world how many of us there are. Because remember, family isn't about whose blood you share. Sometimes it's about who's waiting for you at the door when you come home.